Hi everyone, Paul, Sam. Welcome to another At the Bench update. I've got James with me today. He's joining me. Absolutely dying to show you all his Lego he's built lately, which we'll go to in a second.
Well, that was a bit hard, wasn't it?
That was a bit hard. You did that one all by yourself, so very, very proud of you with that one.
Mummy helped me a bit with this.
That's right, Mummy helped you with that one. So he's been a very lucky boy lately. He's just come back from Disneyland Paris. He got spoiled absolutely rotten. Sam also sent you some Lego as well, didn't he?
Well, it was this.
Yes,
and the Captain America bike, but we already got that.
We did, that's right. Sam very kindly sent James some Lego.
But we already had one.
Yeah, as the kids always do, they tell you everything. So yeah, Sam sent him a Captain America bike which we already had, so we exchanged it for something else, didn't we? For that one, that's right. So he's very, very proud because he built one of them all by himself. He's only 4 and he built a 7 to 12 kit, so he's very, very happy with himself. But he went to Disneyland Paris. Some of the guys clubbed together and got him some money as well and bought him this little lot.
On the roof.
There's a Spider-Man on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys clubbed together, got him some money, and James bought this fit. More Lego. You got Batman, Batmobile, and you got War Machine, didn't you? Hulkbuster War Machine. And this and everything, as you can see. So he's been absolutely spoiled rotten lately, haven't you? You've had a great time, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have. You've been really good. So are we going to show them what you built? So what was the first one we got? This one. We got Captain Marvel's spaceship, didn't we?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and who did we get? We got Nick Fury,
I don't know what he's
an alien, Captain Marvel, Thor,
hammer.
a hammer, the Infinity Stone.
Actually, it's an axe and a piece of hammer.
It's an axe and a hammer for Thor. And then we got Rocket,
and
I Am Groot. Didn't we?
Look.
There we go, there you go, look. So there we go. So this one, I'll show them if you want, get a bit higher up. This one, it's quite a Lego set, it really is, and he built that all by himself. Fair play to him, over 3 little sessions. Oh, and we got Goose the cat on the roof. I forgot about Goose.
And he's
standing on top of the roof, like Milo does in our car. And then you got the spaceship from the Avengers.
Well, it's not like spaceship for Avengers, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy one, my mistake. And we got Rocket, Groot and Thor, didn't we? But you did very well building that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I got built that by myself. But I got a little bit stuck, didn't I? You
got a little bit stuck and Mummy helped you, didn't she?
I knew.
And me. But we did it all together, didn't we? Yeah. High five.
All 3 of us did a little bit.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah? So he's been very good, very proud that he did this one, because it's quite a big set, isn't it? And then we built...
And that's a really small.
That's a really small.
Well, that's a really big one.
It is. So all week he's been saying to me he wants to be in a video, so that's why we're here. So if I found it a bit boring, I do apologise, but he wants to be on it, and I'll always have him on when we can, won't we? And we did, what did we do earlier? We did Batman. We did Batmobile, didn't we?
I can't remember what day it was.
I can't remember now, but I built that one with you, didn't I, mostly?
I think it was last Thursday.
Last Thursday, was it?
Actually, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was
Wednesday. It was Wednesday, we think. Yeah. Definitely Wednesday. Uh-oh. Nothing. And then we did War Machine, didn't we, last Saturday?
I think it was.
I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, we think it was. Yeah, it was, yeah. Didn't we? So what are we going to get next? What Lego do you fancy next?
I know I want.
So do I. Which one?
The dirty one.
The big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That comes with,
the really expensive one he wants. So that's what he's after.
Because that looks really good, doesn't it?
It does look really good. He's turned into a right little man, he really is. Aren't you, dude? Starting school in September, aren't we?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. There we go. So yeah, that's what James has been building, haven't you? You've been having fun? And you're off out in a minute with Nanny and Mummy, aren't you?
No text.
No text, because he's ill, isn't he? He's not well today. Where are you going? You going to New Brighton? Excellent. Nice sunny day in New Brighton. You're going to get an ice cream?
Yeah.
Excellent. That'll be great fun. There we go. There we are. So he's very proud of what he's did, and he's, like I say, he's been pestering me all week to be in a video, so here we are. And there we go. Yeah. Good lad. Right, so, business.
We forgot to do the video yesterday, didn't we?
Well, I didn't have anything to show. My Persia wasn't ready. So I worked on that last night, and it's ready today, so I'll show everybody that in a minute. Right, let me get some business done. Right, so the group builds. We've still got the Ferrari build that's on till the 19th of July. And the GT build is on for another week, I think it is, till the end of the month. You're getting very tall now, aren't you? So if you're in there, you've got a week to get your GT builds done. Yeah, nearly. And just under a month to get your Ferrari builds done. Mine's still underway, you'll see it in a bit. And I'm sure we'll have more GBs and SIGs in the future, and buddy builds as well. So if you're taking part, make sure you post regular updates. When you finish, make sure you put your finished pictures up, and I'll ask for one picture at the end to show in a slideshow with everybody on here as well. Live shows going great, doing really well. Loads of viewers as well. So they're going well as well. And yeah, thanks everyone that tunes in, joins us. Well done to all the winners, and some astounding work posted in or shows what you've been working on as well. It's getting really, really hard for people to pick what their winners should be, and we're getting some absolutely phenomenal work. So there we go. Peugeot 206. You like my golden black 206, don't you? The car I showed you the day. Do you like that one? In the drawer. It's in the drawer still. Okay, we'll get it out in a minute and show everybody. That's gone well. 2K, bit iffy. Do you like the Ferrari? Yeah, I'll show the Ferrari in a minute too. The Ferrari's gone alright. The 206 is going well. But a few issues with the clear cuts, which we'll chat about in a minute when we go overhead. But other than that, they're going well. And looking forward to moving on to new projects. So we'll see how we get on. So I think what we'll do, we'll go overhead. We'll have a look at the Ferrari and the 206.
It's quite hard because that's stopping it.
It's a pillock. And we'll come back and say goodbye and have a look. Okay, it's just a quick one before we go look at what I've been building. The little fella's gone now. Broke my concentration, I forgot to mention this. So we're going to do a new video build. I mentioned this last time, I think. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think I'm going to do another one. And the subject I chose is Tamiya's awesome 24 scale Mercedes AMG GT3. Now, I built the kit twice already. They're there actually somewhere. And we're going to do this one. I put a poll up on ISM, and it unanimously won, which is great because it was a scheme I wanted to do anyway. And it's this. It's the Haribo scheme. Quite fitting, really, because we give Haribo away with our orders. Obviously, you're overseas, you might not get them due to postal regulations. Everyone in the UK gets a Haribo, so it's quite fitting for it, really. Frankie at SK Decals does a very nice set for them. I've been speaking to Frankie. He's also doing a carbon set as well for the AMG GT3, and he's going to reprint them at the end of the month. So that's the one I'm going to do. So it's an all black car with the Haribo bear on the side and the bonnet and what have you, and it looks like a great scheme. So we're probably going to build it out the box by the decals. It'll be the typical format of the last few builds we did, like the Lamborghini, the BMW, the Skyline. Well, we won't show you all the actual techniques because we've covered those in the Subaru build before. Anything I do different, I'll show, and we'll do it that way. So we'll be painting in the Tamiya TS sprays on this one, which I've not shown doing a bodywork before. We've used Zero, Splash, Mr. Colour, and Zero again on the video build. So I'll show the TS sprays, how I decant them. I know I've shown it before, but we'll show a condensed version of that, how I spray them, thin them, pressures, and everything like that. We'll do all that to go with it, and then we'll show the build as it goes through. Probably 3 parts, 3 maybe 4 parts, and we'll probably build it out the box. Again, it's another good kit because we stock it at UMP, so it's a good advertising point as well, obviously. And if you want to join in, I'm hoping to start it at the end of the month, literally at the end of the month. I can source decals elsewhere if I need to, if I want to start it early, but what have we got, a week? Sure, I can wait a week to start it. So yeah, that is the plan. So hopefully a few other people might join in and build one with me. Like I say, you've got a week to get one. We've got a few in stock at UMP. It's an easily available kit. It's not long out. It's only, what, a year old or so. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the Haribo scheme, out of the box by the decals. And like I say, Frankie's going to do a carbon decal set for it as well. So when that comes up, we'll have a good look through the decals, the kit, before we start the build. On a bench update or at the beginning of the build maybe, and we'll go through the box and discuss what we are going to do. So there we go. Hope that appeals to some of you. I know people have been chomping at the bit for another video build. I may do a bike one at some point, I just don't know when. No idea. If I do a bike one, I ideally need to do the techniques guide to go with it, and that takes so much work you wouldn't believe. That's kind of what's put me off. So it's either that or I jump straight in and I just show what's different to the car techniques in that kind of way. I don't know, but it's definitely something we'll do later on down the line. So there we go. So that's it. So like I said, I forgot to add this bit, so this has been added in. So now we're going to go to me, overhead, looking at the Peugeot and the Ferrari. Right, okay, there we go. So slightly different overhead shot. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. So we've got a much wider shot. And this was the same camera we use for the face-to camera now as well. So hopefully this should be better quality than the older camcorder I've been using for quite some time. So where are we at? Let's start with the Ferrari. So the Ferrari was all primed up. I forget where I was at last time. I think we were all decaled up, ready for 2K. So this has been 2K now in the Splash, the newer 3:1 mix. Now the finish is okay. It's not great. I think I can get just as good out of the Pro range. I got some strange reactions with this. Used it just as directed, sprayed it, everything, cleaned it exactly how I've done every other car that I've been spraying for the last 6 months. I've had the same technique since the Subaru builds, cleaning them and everything, and nothing's changed. But I've got some strange reactions on both these bodies. The 2K, I used this 2K on the 911, the red one we did a while back. It worked well. I wasn't all that impressed for the significant cost increase. It's £10 for a bottle of this stuff for the 2 bottles, and you get 3 cars out of that. That equivalent, it's equivalent of about £3 per car, roughly £3.30. The Pro range cost me 10 pence, and to me, there's not a £2.90 difference in the finish. I would say it's a margin better out the gun than the Pro range. And I think the idea that this one's been done is that you don't need to polish it. There's a fundamental flaw there. 2K attracts dust. This has got dust in it. It's going to need sanding regardless. So that's kind of a moot point, that thing. So yeah, we're not going to go back to using it. Now I've got weird reactions right on the back of this roof here. It's not going to show because the subsequent wet coats covered it. But as soon as I hit this with a semi-wet coat, I got some reactions on the back, and there were about 15 of them all in that little square inch area there on the back, and it was as if there was a contaminant on the surface, like there was silicone on there. Now I prepped and cleaned these exactly the same way I do every car, and both cars were done exactly the same. So I have no idea what it was, but I can still see it in the finish. It is flawed. I have absolutely no idea what it is. So it was done with a mist coat, semi-wet coat, 3:1 mix, no thinner with this one at all. I waited 5 minutes, I did a wet coat, waited another 5 minutes, did another wet coat, and that's the finish we got. It's good, don't get me wrong, it's a nice finish, but I just think I can do just as good with the Pro range. There's still quite a bit of work to do on this. This kind of got stalled because I went onto the 206 to buddy build it with Sam. Sam didn't think he was going to do any more buddy builds for a while, but he decided he wanted to, so I jumped on board with Sam. So this is where we're at with this. All the body's all done. This needs masking off and spraying black. A few other bits and bobs need doing to the body. It is going to need flattening and polishing. There's no way around that. So this whole idea of the concept of that is a bit defunct, really, but it is what it is. So that's that. Everything else for the Ferrari I cleaned up on Friday. This is all the running gear. I haven't done the interior yet. This is literally all the running gear. There's quite a lot of it. It's all been cleaned up and it's all mounted on my stand ready for prime, and so that's where we're at with that. So like I say, I was working on that for the Ferrari build, and then me and Sam decided we were going to do a buddy build. So I started on the 206. Now all the running gear is done, the interior's in. All I've got to do on this now is add all the skid plates underneath to do it, but I thought I'd leave them off today so you can see it. I've got a bit of wash to remove here and there, and for the most part we are done. Interiors, I do not enjoy doing car interiors at all. I want to use the blue belts on this. I don't know why. I couldn't see the colour on this car specifically, so I chose to use the blue belts. Didn't want to use the actual decals, so I cut them out of their backing paper and stuck them on instead. But I really, really need to up my interior game. I just hate doing interiors. I find them really boring. I don't know. I don't mind doing the running gear and what have you, and the wheels and all the brakes and all that. And the roll cage and the chassis, I just find the interior really boring. I'm still going to glue this wheel down. These resin wheels that came with the decals, if I can get this out, it fell out yesterday. It won't come out now, watch. The others are somewhere else. Let me grab this. These wheels are terrible quality, and that is one of the better ones there. So that's one of the better ones. The others are shocking. They're from Reggie model. The resin wheels, they're just dire. Really horrible. So what I did, I substituted it with a set of Subaru wheels I had, which are very, very similar. I think they're Oz rims. I think these are Oz rims too. I might be wrong. So I just substituted them. There's not much of a difference. If you glance at them quickly, they look virtually identical. So that's what we did. And this thing is just shoved in the back for now temporarily until I sort that out later. So that's the running gear chassis all done. Oh, sorry, I forgot another part of the Ferrari. We got the wing mirrors, which are there. Haha. So there's the wing mirrors. Now, the 206. I don't think I've shown any of this at all. So I'll talk about what we've done. So this was primed in UMP Black Primer. It was then all sprayed in gold, which is Tamiya TS21. We then masked off with Azu tape and Tamiya tape and sprayed TS14 black all around it. And then the Reggie decals went over on top. Reggie decals went down, not with any issue really, but with some of these large ones, there was large areas of carrier film. So what I did on each one, I went through and cut out anywhere I could, because especially on black, you can get a bit of silver in there. So just to doubly check I didn't get any of that, I went through and removed it. Then we came to the 2K. Now, like I say, same procedure for every car done over the last 6 months. They are primed, left a day, painted, left 2 days, decaled, usually left at least 2 days after decaling. They are wiped over between each coat of paint. The body's fully degreased before I prime it. We dust it off, we wipe it off, and I've had no reactions whatsoever with Pro Range 2K in all that time I've been using it, and the first time I used this clear coat on the Porsche. But for some reason, on both these cars we got reactions, and for some reason both completely different. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and bring you in. Obviously we're on the new camera, so this is a bit different for me. I've got to actually use a rotary zoom, hopefully it doesn't fall over. Now if you can look, let me get the right way, if you can get it on these roof vents, there you go, there it is, you can see it right there. I grab a Shujiburito file. So where the roof vent is, can you see that? All up there, and then all down there, and then up and round, and there you go. Now you would think that might be a glue mark, and you might be right, but I could see where the glue went on this, because you can see tet on the plastic. I clean everything up with a buffer all over the car, and then the entire car is scuffed over with 6000 micromesh. So it's not glue. There's also no way glue would travel there like that, and this is a resin part that's CA'd on. 2 little dots of CA in the holes underneath, right underneath there. As you can see, let me get my bearings. Right there, 2 dots of CA in there, so no glue went on top. After this was all done, it was then left before 2K in for 2 days, and then again thoroughly wiped over with a cloth, dusted, and that's it. I didn't even use a tack cloth, so I can't even blame a tack cloth on this, because there's nothing there. There's also a strange reaction on the back there, similar. Can you see it there by my dirty fingernail? Excuse that. There's one there, and there's one right there as well. So I have no idea, but to me it's also there as well. To me it looks like a reaction with the paint. That's what it looks like to me. Again, out the gun, the finish isn't too bad. It's pretty decent. It's not bad at all. We've got a nice gloss, but as you can see below the doors there are bits of fluff and dust in there, so they are going to need polishing out. There's no way around it at all. So this whole malarkey of it doesn't need polishing, it does. It really does. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with that. And let's just say, the more I've been using the Splash products, the less and less impressed I am. Yeah, I don't know what to think. Bit disappointed, but we'll flat this back. We're not going to get rid of that reaction because that's under the 2K. But we'll get as good a finish as we can and make as good a thing as we can. But it looks good. It still looks good. You can only see it when you look close. I mean, I've got to really point that out. But it's a shame. It really is a shame. But it is what it is. And that's where we're at with these. So, what are we going to do? Okay, why have I tried different clear coats? Well, lately for some reason my Pro range doesn't seem to be drying as quick as it used to. Whether the hardener may be going off, possibly. The can's only 2 months old, so it shouldn't be. Well, it's 3 months old now, so it shouldn't be really. I think they give you 6 months. So I'm going to give it another go. I've been spraying it different ways to get the best out of it. And I've got one more way to try, and that is kind of the way I was told how to spray it in the first place. But I kind of tweaked it for my own way. So the next one we're going to try with the Pro range is the next car build. I don't know what that'll be. It'll be just before we do the Mercedes build. I'm going to semi-wet coat it with a 2-to-1 mix. Leave it 15 minutes. I was originally told 10. But I just read somebody else using it. It waits 15 minutes. We're then going to thin it 5%, give it a wet coat, leave another 15 minutes, and then thin 10% for another wet coat, and then that is done. And we'll try that. So we're leaving those tack coats a bit longer. They get a bit more tacky, and that should allow us to put a slight, well, not wetter, but it should handle the wet coat a bit better as well. So we're going to try that. Got any ideas or thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and we'll have a listen and a chat. But disappointed in that splash, really am. But I had it, I'd paid for it, I wanted to use it, it's gone, it's in the bin now. And that's it. Like I say, it does give a good finish out the gun. It's one of the best ones I've seen finish-wise out the gun, but you get fluff and dust, it's the nature of it, and it's going to need flatting regardless, so it's pointless. So that's it. So that's where we're at with these. So there we go. Nothing else to talk about really. Hopefully this will be done in a few days. Then we'll get back to the Ferrari, get that done, and then I'll come back when these are both, maybe both done. Maybe when this is done, and I'll tell you the next project, and we'll come back with the Ferrari as well. So there we go, let's go back to me. Okay, there we go. As you can see, 206 and Ferrari coming along well. Bit disappointed in the clear coats. Just one of those things, though, lessons learned, and I won't be using them again, that's for sure. I'm going to give the Pro range another go, spraying it a slightly different way. Just not happy with how it's drying, really, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, if not, I'm going to probably try and source some MIPA and give that a go too. We shall see. Looking forward to starting this new video build. Just waiting on getting decals and getting a clear bench, but really looking forward to starting that, and hopefully we'll get a good looking car out of it. And there we are. So I got a little dude that looks like he's getting a bit bored. He's off out in a minute. He's going out for the day with his nanny and mummy, so they're going to have fun. And there we are. No Tex, no Tex. Tex is Hannah's godfather who they go out with all the time, and he's ill today. James absolutely loves him. It's nice Tex, isn't he? You like Tex?
But he cheats at games.
Huh?
Tex and I cheat at games, but I don't.
He cheats at games, but you don't? Oh, nothing worse, is there?
But Tex and I cheat at games, but I don't.
Well, you do, because I've seen you cheat at games.
When?
Huh?
When?
Lots of times.
I have.
Yes, you have. Yeah, so there we go. So as always, check out Instant Scale Modeler Facebook page and forum, and check out the UMP retail site as well. Check out my Paul ISM page, the Off Air Hangout group, and the Live at the Bench page as well. And as always, got any comments or questions, pop them in the comments down below. I'll answer them, answer every comment. Or just want to say hello, the same there as well. So there we go. So thanks for watching today. We'll catch you on next time. Bye-bye. Say bye, James.
Bye.
Bye. And there we go. We're done. High five.
Wait for me.
Huh?
Let's wait for me.
Wait for mummy. Yeah.